Supplemental math videos from Circle Christian School.
Radicals to exponents. Okay, sometimes it's easier to deal with radicals when they're rewritten as exponents. Then we can follow the exponent rules. Okay, we're going to do a quick reminder of what happens with the rules of exponents. I'm just going to work with rule number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is the product rule. It's all about the same bases, that if you have a same base to a power times a same base to a power, and remember that fractions are just real numbers. That's all they are. They're just part of a number. It's the same thing. It's going to be power plus power. Same base to a power over a same base to a power, then we subtract the powers. And if we have a base to a power and it's being powered up, it's just that distributive property. Distributing means multiplying. We're just going to multiply the powers together. All right, so what we're going to do is change a radical to an exponent. Okay, so we have the radical to a power, and of course it has an index. And x, the guy inside here, is just the base. Simply put, you're going to take the base number, and it is the power on the inside over the index on the outside. So, starting with our first one, we have a cube root a times square root 5. And we can't multiply these together because to multiply things together, we actually have to have same indexes. So we're just going to rewrite them in an exponent way because then we can use the powers of exponents. So on the first one, the base a, I have an inside power over an outside index. So 1 over 3 times the next one, same base a, inside power over outside index. And because we have same base times same base, we're just going to... So the result is going to be a 1/3 plus 5 over 2. We're going to add the powers together. Take your calculator, find a common denominator, whatever works for you. So that is going to be a 1/3 is the same thing as 2 over 6. 5 over 2 is the same thing as 15 over 6, which is going to give us a 17 over 6. Okay, I'm going to erase that just so I have some room. We're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one right here, we're going to use the power rule number 2. And we can't simplify them in any way because at this point we have different indexes. And they have to be same radical to same radical kind of thing. So we're going to change it to the rules of exponents. Inside power over outside index, so we have 5 over 3. Inside power over outside index, 2 over 4. And then we're going to use our power rule. X, 5 over 3 minus 2 over 4, which is also the same as 1/2. You can simplify it. And so we have X, we're going to have 6, and 6 is our common denominator. Got to play with the fractions. When your mother said, hey, you have to know fractions, or your teacher said, hey, you have to know fractions, this is why you have to know fractions. 5/3 is the same thing as 10 over 6, multiplying everybody by 2, and 1/2 is 3 over 6. So we end up with X 7 over 6. And if we want to change it back to the little radical form, for whatever reason, it would be the radical x 7 over the index 6, which if you want to get picky and simplify, because we know it takes 6 things to get out here, it would be x 6 root over x1 left over. Okay, I'll let you kind of stop it here and go, oh, how did that happen? And just let you think about it.